So I'm Jason Middleton. I'm the regional manager for United Grain for our Pacific Northwest region, which is essentially Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. The grain that we handle eventually ends up at McNairy, our river terminal, as you see behind us. Umatilla County is our biggest wheat producing county, and Umatilla County will be, on any year, typically, 18 to 20 million bushels. We also have assets in Union County and now Malheur County with the addition of the new facilities over in the Treasure Valley. And so altogether, the draw area that we're drawing from is roughly, right around probably 30 million bushels. A bushel of white wheat is 60 pounds. And a grain barge holds enough wheat to essentially make 2.5 million loaves of bread. It's a very efficient system that we have. It's been honed over hundreds of years, and we've moved from moving sacks of grain on wagons pulled by horses to mechanized tractors in the field, and small farm trucks that deliver it to the local upcountry grain elevator that will deliver 200 to 300 bushels a load. Now are going 40 to 50 miles from where it's being cut to the river terminal. A train, what we call a semi that's pulling a 40-foot trailer and a 20-foot pup, will carry about 1,100 bushels of grain. And when you talk about a barge, on a 120,000 bushel barge, you can get roughly 110 to 120 trucks on each one of those barges. When you see these barge tows going up and down the river that are pushing 4 barges, how many trucks? If those barges weren't there, how many trucks would be on the road going down to Portland and Vancouver? Growing wheat 200 miles from where the export terminal is, we can freight it there for roughly 35 to 36 cents, depending on where you're at on the river. It's what it costs to get it there via barge. Truck, you're gonna pay 75 to 80 cents, and it would put hundreds of thousands of trucks on the highways between here and Portland, Vancouver, as opposed to letting gravity do the work for you and float it on down to the terminals. The amount of more carbon that you would end up putting in the air with all of the hundreds of thousands of trucks going down to the export terminals, as opposed to putting it on 135,000 bushel barge, this has got to be immense. And not to mention the wear and tear on the roads and everything. No argument that I've seen or heard has really pinpointed a better way to ship grain from our McNairy elevator down to Portland. If you start talking about lowering water levels, what does that do to all the, we just got through doing the East Irrigation Project, where we're pulling wheat from the Columbia River farther up country. There's thousands of more acres that were dry land acres that are now under irrigation. When you start lowering the water level and those pumps are out of water, what does that do? I mean, then you start talking about the hundreds of billions of dollars that's affected from planting potatoes and onions and every bit of agriculture that's out here that's dependent on this river system. You would see communities absolutely dry up.